Have you done your lunges?
I did a few squats and a couple of burpees.
Oh, okay. So you went for a poo.
How did you know?
Well,
Oh,
if Mikey Famine tells me he's done a couple of squats and a few burpees, he's just been for a very strenuous poo.
little, blocked up from the trip.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say, I know he can't see this, but Jartan, Mikey just exhaled his vape before he spoke into the mic.
Like
It's an amazing trait.
Like a
You should probably try it. Even though he's probably been kidnapped and he's in a scene from Hostel right now.
I went to open our stream and there was an advertisement.
Yep. Was it IKEA?
No, it's what is this? Got Derrick Rose on here. It's something basketball related. Oh, it's
Well,
Adidas.
we better be getting fucking paid for it.
I want a free pair of sneaks.
Oh, here we are. Let me turn that down. Oh, shit. Turn it down, mate. Oh, I've got an ad for Legion Series 5. Stylish, outstanding Legion Series 5. Intel Core. Power. 100%.
I'll explain shortly, but I need a boat now.
Want to go to Vietnam?
That, I look at that episode totally differently now.
Look at you. They're like
It is.
kindred spirits.
It's much different than it looks. Not easy.
You put the steering wheel this way and it goes the other way. I don't understand it.
And it's got, like, you can rotate it several times, which is also very weird.
Yeah, it's like a bumper car.
Yeah. That steers from the back.
Yeah. Just spin it and it just keeps going.
Alright, switch to us. Hi, everyone. Daddy's home. I'm Mikey Famine, and I'm one
And Mikey's here.
1/4 of the BinPodcast. I'm here with Wayne. What up, Wayne?
Hello. Look at this. Look. It's a twosome again. What's going on?
I think the band's breaking up. Because, like, Ringo went off with George to make some stuff, and then Paul and George went off and made some stuff. And Paul and Ringo made some stuff, but they never really got back.
Yeah, but can I just say 2 of them are dead right now?
Are we trying to draw a parallel?
You started this. I'm just kind of.
I was talking about when they were alive. All of them were alive.
The natural progression. I don't mind being Ringo. I don't mind doing a voiceover for Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh yeah,
taking that money.
Oh, we already had that argument, and for us it was
Yeah,
George.
we did.
It was us. For us, it was George Carlin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, we're not relitigating that argument because both are true and both are false at the same time. Because they both exist. Well, they both exist in the same world. So.
Yeah. Brenna and Jarthan are not here today. They are absent from class, and it will be going on their permanent record. Anyone says.
Let's explain what's going on with Jartan and Brenna. Brenna has to work, and Jartan is having a jolly up in the Netherlands, or Holland, depending on your perspective, with his good lady. Speaking of having a jolly up with their good lady, Mikey, where the fuck you been?
I was on my honeymoon. As of today, I am officially married. I am a married man.
What?
Yeah, I did the thing. I went to the courthouse this morning and stood in front of the judge and said I do.
You said, "Here's my right to an opinion. Please take it."
Now, see, you said that last night, and I was like,
No, I said it this morning.
oh, here we go.
Time. Prime meridian.
Yeah, but either way, Either way you slice it, I have a wife now, so that's cool. Hi, baby. I know you're in the other room, ridiculing everything I say,
Yeah.
waiting for me to mispronounce something so she can text me.
Call me.
Yeah. So I was gone for 11 days. We spent like 3 days in Galveston, Texas, and then we went on an 8-day Royal Caribbean cruise, touring the Western Caribbean. We went to Cozumel, Costa Maya, Rotan, and uh, Belize.
But did you not think to go to Montserrat?
There is what's it called? A cruise with Montserrat as a port. No.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not till next year.
That's where mi familia is from.
And I've been on a cruise before, so I kind of knew what to expect. But she loved all of it. Absolutely loved it.
So what did you actually get up to? Did you have like excursions or
Absolutely.
like, yeah? Go on, fill us in, man.
We did an excursion every day. So in Cozumel, we did power boats, speedboats, which was awesome. And I need a boat now. I have decided that I am now going to buy a boat and dock it in Lake Michigan and be a pirate.
You live in Chicago.
We have Lake Michigan, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but it's just a little body of water. You can't go anywhere.
It's pretty fucking big.
That's
Have you seen it on a map?
There was a show back in the 80s which was like a dart-based show. It was a proper working man's sort of show called Bullseye. And you could win like these all special prizes, a car, a caravan, or a speedboat. But the people that won the speedboats normally lived in like a 9th floor flat in Manchester.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with your boat.
Someone's jacking that and taking it down to Cleethorpes.
It was,
but
the speedboats, I thought it was going to be lame. I made it a point to not pick any of our excursions. I wanted her to pick all of them so that we would do the stuff that she liked to do because it's her first cruise. She should get first pick here. I'm thinking, like, in the picture, I'm like, speedboats? Oh, look at this little orange fucking thing. What is this? This is not... those little motherfuckers had 30 horsepower engines in them?
30 horsepower.
With 2 people and a frame that weighed probably about 80 pounds.
But 30 horsepower, that's like a lawnmower.
A lawnmower has like 4 or 5 horsepower.
Okay, so a couple of lawnmowers.
On the ocean with no fucking... no wheels.
No friction, yeah. All right, fair enough.
I was like, oh, this thing's going to be slow as shit. And then we started going. I was like, we are fucking cooking out here. And we caught air a few times, but it was...
Are we, Mikey, just a little bit of housekeeping, are we on the YouTubes?
No.
Okay.
We're on Twitch.
Okay, just Twitch exclusive. Right, let me just share that. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about your beautiful honeymoon and wedding nuptials.
So...
Why wasn't I invited?
No one was invited. You guys wouldn't want to be there anyway. A lot of nakedness. So after we power boated around for a little bit, little speedboating around, we hopped off the sides of the boat and snorkeled for a bit. And you want to talk about fucking, like, you get kind of...
Well, what? I didn't say that.
you get kind of like used to like, oh, it's the tropics, it's got that clear water, da da da. You see it on like BBC or on Discovery Channel and that kind of shit. But when you're actually in the water and it looks like a picture book, and then you look down and you can see 60 feet all the way down to the bottom, it is a totally different experience, and it was awesome. We saw a stingray. And there was bunches of little fish. I'm actually going to make us a YouTube channel for all of our travels and stuff like that, and just start posting vlogs and all that stuff because I got a lot of good. I bought a little GoPro thing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about that because I know you dug out of Jartown for getting a GoPro, and I'm pretty sure you were saying beforehand you was going to get one.
Yeah, I got a waterproof one for all of our, because I knew almost all of our stuff would be in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of those, and I got some great shots of just like schools of fishes just all around you while you're swimming around.
Mikey likes to film water sports.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
What? What? I just said Mikey likes to film water sports.
I was proper Jeremy Clarkson out there, and no one could tell me any difference. It was so much fun. I got to hold a baby sloth.
Wow.
Which was that could be checked off the bucket list. I got to hug a little hug monster. What they look like. We went cave tubing.
that sounds very specialist.
Is this what it's gonna be the whole time while I describe this? Is you just finding sexual references and giggling to yourself?
But come on, cave tubing.
Do you know what tubing is? Do you guys have tubing over there?
No, we had a civilized over here. Stiff upper lip
and all that lot. It's like like the inner tubes. Like you get the big inner tubes, and then like they rope you guys all together, and then you have a guide, and he kind of like pulls you guys through these caves. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be fun. And then we start walking down, and then you could like see the cave entrance, and it is the pitchiest of black. I was like, oh, that's what the little lamp on the helmet is for. Like you couldn't see shit without that your light wasn't shining at. So it was very weird to be 180 feet underground in an inner tube with a fucking helmet with a little miner's helmet on. That sounds flying around.
What's the American equivalent? We have a show over here called Dragon's Den, and I think your equivalent is Shark Tank.
Oh yeah.
Imagine trying to pitch that for investment. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some inner tubes, get some randoms, stick them in there, little head torch, take them for a cave.
It was, okay. And then they let us ditch the inner tubes and swim. In this pitch black water.
Fuck that. Nah.
We had a very brave group. I think all but one or two of us ditched the tubes, and he said, "You guys can swim over to the other side if you want."
That's just off key. Nah, that's not for me.
Yeah, and there was stalactites, stalagmites, bats, crystals, all kinds of shit. Thinking back on it now, it was a horror film in the making. And like one of the little vlogs, I was like, well, looks like this is our last video ever, folks. So it's been fun having you guys. Smash that like button.
I can imagine you just putting the camera on yourself and a little bit of snot hanging off your nose.
I'm so scared.
Next thing you know.
Yeah, I was joking with like the group because I think there was 8 of us, and I was like, wasn't there 10 of us when we left? Like, stop it.
I would have been the first one punching you.
And I was like, you know how much it would suck if he just left us? Because we like got pretty deep into the cave. I was like, what if he just fucked off? He's like, you know what? Fuck tours today, and he just left. Or we're just down in the belly of the beast.
Wow.
In a cenote.
How was it being like just away from like our normal discourse, as in away from news, away from what's going on? Yeah, all of that. How was that for you? Like, how did you and the good lady appreciate that? Because I can imagine that must be so liberating, especially with what we do.
I could not have thought of a better thing for us to do on our honeymoon, because I think when we got back, because like on the ship they have like ship Wi-Fi for like the ship's app. They just show you where all the attractions are and all reserve tickets for things and all that kind of stuff. But I would get notifications. So all the shit you little fuckers have been saying, I got notified of it. I just couldn't respond. So I saw some stuff, but I ignored most of it. I had something like 150 notifications when I finally got back to normal internet and all that, but not like we literally would go days without having our phones on us. It's nice. Or the only thing we would use our phones for were pictures.
But did you not find it as much as it is liberating? Did you not kind of have that like weird anxiety about not knowing what's going on?
Nope.
Really?
Ignorance truly is bliss. It truly is, because I knew nothing of the Western world at all. All I knew was it's about 12:30. I'm kind of hungry. You want to go get some food at the buffet? Well, let's go eat. Oh, that was a big meal. You want to take a nap? Okay. Oh, looks like it's time to wake up, do something, and go get dinner. Like that was our life for 8 days, and it was fucking awesome. Um, I do have a lot to catch up on now, but yeah, and a lot of people were asking about like how safe it was to cruise with COVID and all that stuff, and was it a good idea? First of all, everybody had to be vaccinated to get on the boat, and
Yeah.
you had to also have a negative swab within 48 hours of getting on the boat.
Did you? I don't know if anyone told you, but you guys have amped it up to you're on DEFCON 2 now. Do you know that?
Uh, no, I don't. I don't. And I'm okay with not knowing things now. I used to have to know everything, but now I'm really okay with not knowing shit.
You're one step away from full on nuclear war with China.
Oh, we have a new sub. Thank you, Irish Sweet. Um, but it's I mean, there was a few times where, I mean, like every time that you were out of your cabin, you had to have your mask on,
Yeah.
unless you're eating or drinking or something like that. No one really made a fuss about it. People would forget every once in a while, but they see everybody else with their mask. I'm like, oh shit, and then they put it on, especially like in elevators and stuff like that. Everyone was like super cool and respectful, and were understanding that this was a treat and this was a fun trip to be on. Let's not spoil it for everybody else.
Yeah.
Which was
Yeah.
nice.
Over here, it's gone the complete opposite way. It's just like, fuck it. We're done. We're done. No masks, no anything, no social distancing. Everyone's breathing on each other. No one gives a shit anymore. But to be fair, the majority of the population has been stabbed, and the boosters are going through now. So people are having their third jab and whatnot. But I think there's kind of like a weariness of the whole pandemic, and people are bored of it. People just want to go back to living their lives and going back to just life as normal. But at the same time, like there was a guy earlier that we have these lanyards that say you're exempt from wearing a mask. He walked into the pub wearing the lanyard saying he's exempt from wearing a mask, and he was wearing a mask. I was like, mate.
Well, even on that fully vaccinated ship, we all wore masks. Why? Because they asked us to, and it let us do our cruise. So you know what I mean. So, and I think what they were mostly safeguarding themselves from was what happens if someone catches it on shore, catches it somewhere else. We should at least still keep the masks on just in case, or if somebody's asymptomatic, or there's a false negative or something like that.
Yeah.
So we all just hello, speaking from the center. How are you, Tim? Oh, and sweet, I just realized you subbed to us. Thank you, sir. You're awesome.
So I'm just gonna quickly share this because I've not done any sharing because I'm an arse.
Yeah, ass. It's
No, arse, not ass.
ass.
I'm not a snide donkey.
Are you though? Are you really? Aren't you though?
Are we gonna fall? Are we gonna fall out, Mikey? Because Mikey, I've actually got a subject matter that I want to address, but you being off on your nuptials, having it up, you know, drink it.
I do a lot of drinking.
Yeah. What have you got? What are you bringing to the table, eh? I'm here.
I'm bringing Britain's gas crisis explained. That's what I'm going to talk about.
Well, the link that I sent you. Yeah.
Correct. That is what I'm bringing to the table. Is your article?
Yeah. Shall we go into this? If you want to have a little read up.
All right. Forgive my allergies, everybody. I'm finally back home with the cats, and now I can't breathe again.
Excuses.
Oh, that's also the funny thing. Not only were there no bugs on the cruise, but I didn't have to take a single allergy pill. Not one. You wanna know why? Because there's no fucking cornfields. There's nobody cutting the fucking grass every fucking 36 minutes. And there's no cats. So I was able to breathe like a dream. Best sleep I've ever gotten.
No one cares.
Thank you.
Sorry, continue.
Britain's gas crisis explained. A shortage of truck drivers has led to empty fuel pumps around the country, creating long lines at gas stations and panic buying. Remember when you were laughing at the Floridians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daily.
London. Drivers in Britain have been rushing to gas stations to fill up amid a fuel shortage that has lasted days. Long lines at gas stations and rising fuel prices are the latest challenges that the country faces as it emerges from the pandemic. Here's a look at what's happening. Where do you want me to just keep going?
Yeah, go on, and then I'll chime in.
All right, is this the 1970s all over again? Why is there a gas shortage? Some would ask. Across London and other parts of Britain, gas stations called petrol stations here. Are you? How? Don't be coy. Don't be coy.
That's got to be the most patronising line ever.
For fuck's sake.
We're British, aren't we?
Have run out of fuel, also known as petrol. Fucking assholes. The shortages have drawn comparisons to the global energy crisis of the 1970s, when an OPEC oil embargo led to widespread shortages. But unlike then, the current shortage is not one of fuel, but of trained drivers to deliver it. I think I did hear something about this. Truck drivers tend to be older, and they are retiring. At the same time, driver trainees are facing delays in getting licensed because of the pandemic. Transport companies have reported raising wages for truckers by 25% or more this year to retain them. The shortage has also caused problems for restaurants, which are struggling to obtain food, and grocery stores, which have been unable to replenish shelves. Drivers concerned about reports of empty gas stations have also been panic buying fuel in recent days, which has exacerbated the shortages.
Yes. So, let me explain from my lived experience being here in the UK and being someone that consumes fuel. Now, what's happened is, since the whole Brexit thing, a lot of HGV, and there has to be a clear and precise differential between HGV drivers and fuel tanker drivers, because just because you drive a HGV doesn't mean you can drive a tanker. There's a totally different test to do that. So
one quick point of order. An HGV, I think equivalent in the States is called a CDL.
Yes, so heavy goods vehicle.
What is it? Commercial driver's license.
Yeah. So we've had a reduction in heavy goods vehicle drivers because since Brexit, being a HGV driver over here is less appealing because of the red tape that has now been introduced because of Brexit. Well done, everybody. And also, when it comes to tanker drivers, that has had a knock-on effect as well, because if you are, I think the term is ADR, an ADR approved driver that can transport fuels and hazardous materials, if you can earn more money on the continent, you're going to go there. So what's happened is there is no shortage of fuel at all. No shortage.
Right.
It's a matter of there is a shortage of people that can get the fuel from the refineries to the outlets. And that is what sparked this. And this all came about from last week. I was driving down, like, for my company, we have fuel cards with BP garages. And I had half a tank of fuel in my van last Tuesday, and I was going to Brighton. I was like, I've got half a tank, I'll just go down there. There's a BP just as you get into Brighton, I'll fill up there. And I got there, and all the pumps were taped off. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, they must have just run out of fuel. Okay, fair dues. So then I did my job in Brighton. I went off to my next job, which was in a little sort of suburb of Brighton, and I said to the guy, do you know if there's a BP garage around here? And he's like, oh yeah, there's one on the way to Lewis. So Went down there. Turns out it's now an SO garage, and then had to go back on myself 8 miles to find another one. Got there, filled up, fine. Then done my day's work. Got to got home. Got not a text message, an alert on my phone. BP are shutting 5 garages out of the 1,500 that they have in this country. 5 garages because they can't get the fuel to the pumps. This then sparked a nationwide outcry of, we've got no fuel, we've got no fuel. People were getting in their cars, fucking off to the petrol stations, warp speed, we need to fill up, we need to fill up. I know this is anecdotal, but there was one geezer who filled up with £4 worth of fuel because he was scared he wasn't going to be able to get any more. I'm like,
isn't that like a gallon?
No, £4 is, I think it's at the minute it's £1.37 a litre. So 4 times £1.37. That's how much he put in his tank. It's pathetic. And the problem is, we have this notion, again, you have it in America as well. We're not controlled by the media. We just do what we like, sort of thing. We're all libertarians and that. Okay, but you see a queue and you go, what's going on over there? Maybe I should join that queue. Next thing you know, the queue's 2 miles long and you don't know why you're there. And in reality, it was just an absolute load of bullshit. And now you've got people buying fuel for the sake of buying fuel, and because they're scared they're going to run out. You got mums on the school run going, oh, I don't know when I'm going to get any more fuel. You've got half a tank. You'll be all right. Yeah, but what if it runs out tomorrow? There's no fuel shortage. It's just a matter of getting the fuel from the refinery to the actual outlet. That's the problem. So we've even roped in Boris. Hello, folks. We've got the army in to drive the tankers to the forecourts, so there is no fuel shortage. Oh, carry on.
Carpe diem.
Yeah, carpe diem. Yeah, and it's just bollocks. It's absolutely like today. I'll give you an example for today. Like, this is my lived experience, so this is completely anecdotal. This is no scientific experiment or anything like that. So I'm in Reigate, and I have to go to southwest London. I drive into southwest London. I've got a quarter of a tank, and every garage I go by has got no fuel or there's a massive queue outside. I'm like, I've got enough to get me home. I had to drive back to Essex, and a fuel station near me had fuel. I queued up for 10 minutes to fill my tank up and drove home. But it's all because of this panic buying and this media furore that has been, stoked and fermented by the media, that there's no fuel. It's a complete misnomer. There is fuel. It just can't get to the the petrol stations because we have a shortage of drivers. Right. The shortage of drivers is basically part and parcel of us leaving the EU, but no one in the right-wing media wants to acknowledge that. Like, oh, it's not that at all. Well, it kind of is, because you don't want to own up to your own mistake. And you were the ones that were peddling this nonsense that by leaving the EU everything will be hunky-dory. Evidently, it's not. Well done, everyone.
What's the worst that could happen? Actually, I do have a small story that I wanted to talk about. I will share my screen. Sorry for everybody watching. I know this is a little clunky, but...
Yeah, we're clunky. Mikey's just back from his honeymoon, so...
Yeah, I had to go back to work like right away. It was awful. So... The NBA... My league. I actually watched a bit of football while I was on the cruise. It was on the telly. I watched.
Please tell me you watched Arsenal beat Tottenham.
No. It was.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the. It was just last weekend. I know there's probably tons of games on, but I was like, I wonder if Wayne watches any of these. But it was. God damn! It was 0-0. Mm-hmm. And then like there was like a penalty
no,
because like
I'm going to applaud you for saying 0-0 because most Americans go it was 0-0.
But here's the thing, someone fucking scored like right at the end when they were in the runoff time. Someone fucking scored, and then they fucking called it back. And I was like, no, fuck you. No, that's a fucking goal. I did not just sit here for fucking half an hour because I didn't catch the whole game. I was like, I didn't fucking sit here for half an hour for you to take the one fucking time it goes in the fucking net and say that doesn't count because it was offsides. No, fuck offsides. He was going after the fucking ball. It's a fucking goal. Fuck you. And then
the runoff time.
Yeah.
I swear, if you was in front, I'll just fucking shake you.
What is it called?
Injury. It's injury time. So what they do, if there's fouls or some sort of infringement, what they do is they add minutes on to the end of the game for the stoppages in the game. Injury time.
Well, they were in injury time. It was overtime. That's what we call it here. But the guy fucking scored, and they didn't fucking count it.
Well, because it was offside.
He was going after the ball, though. You're allowed to go after the ball.
Not if you're offside. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. If the ball is approaching the goalie, you're allowed to go after the ball to get. You know what I'm saying?
Not if you started from an offside position.
He wasn't offside. He was behind the ball. I'm saying it was already on SportsCenter. It was a bad fucking call, Wayne.
What game was it? What game was it?
I can't remember. I'll have to look it up and get back to you. But even on ESPN, they were fucking saying that it was a missed fucking call.
Okay.
Because he was pursuing the ball. He was, you know what I'm saying? And then like the ball kind of got away from him and he kind of kicks it. So anyway. The NBA. My league. Several players are saying they're not getting vaccinated. NBA says
why?
Cool. Well, because they're fucking weirdos. I don't know. One of them's Kyrie Irving, who I absolutely love to death, but he's fucking off his rocker on this. So the NBA says no pay if unvaccinated players can't play. This is from our boy Tim Bontemps. Everybody loves him. Players who are forced to miss games due to the executive orders governing vaccination requirements in both New York and San Francisco will not be paid for any games they miss. Any player who elects not to comply with local vaccination mandates will not be paid for games that he misses. Mike Bass, the NBA's executive vice president of communications, said in a statement Wednesday morning. Both cities passed executive orders in the past weeks that will affect the Brooklyn Nets and Golden State Warriors, both my teams. The order in New York, which applies to the Barclays Center, requires one COVID-19 shot to enter. To enter San Francisco's Chase Center, a person must be fully vaccinated. Net star Kyrie Irving was not at the team's media day, which is kind of like the season's about to begin. We get in front of the cameras, all that shit. Missed media day at the Barclays Center on Monday as a result of the order in New York, which went into effect earlier this month. During the Warriors media day, Andrew Wiggins, another very talented but weird fucking dude, said his vaccination status was private ahead of that order going into effect next month before the start of the regular season. Let's see. That's pretty much the bare bones of it, but it's just absolutely shocking to me.
How? Okay, so do you feel that the players are justified in their actions?
No.
Okay, so I want to sort of mirror that with, is it United Airlines that are sacking like 600 staff that refuse to get vaccinated? I think it's United. I'm pretty sure it's United.
We flew American both ways. I was the foggiest. But I don't know, because I mean, there's tons of occupations where that's not an option. And I think I'll probably have to dig it up. But same thing with the military. Like there's tons of people leaving because they're being forced to be vaccinated. But that's just the thing. They have to get mandatory vaccines anyway. There's tons of vaccines that they have to get anyway.
Yeah, and this is what infuriates me. It's like all of a sudden you're anti-vax because you don't know about this vaccine, but you've been stabbed your entire life and had a foreign object put in you to help you survive life. But all of a sudden now you're like, what? No, we ain't having that. But you trusted everything that the government has done with regards to vaccines up until now.
And for the military guys,
What's changed?
for the military guys, they don't trust the vaccine. They don't trust that the government has been properly overseeing it, but they trust the orders that they're given by the government to go out and kill people.
Yeah.
So you can hold your AR, your M16. That's fine. But if you have to get a shot to make sure that you don't have a fucking, I don't know, communicable disease, that's totally out of the question. This is what happens when fucking politicians start politicizing medicine.
Yep. Yep. And it was United Airlines, and I've just found the article now, Mikey. Look at me multitasking. This is unbelievable.
I don't believe it.
Right, well, I'm just going to quickly put this up here so you can have a little look-see at this. Right. There we go. You see that?
There you go. There you go.
So, United Airlines has said nearly 600 US-based employees are facing termination after failing to comply with the carrier's vaccination policy. In early August, the company became the first US airline to require COVID-19 vaccinations for all domestic employees, requiring proof of vaccination by Monday. The carrier said that on Tuesday, it would start the process of firing 593 employees who decided not to get vaccinated. This was an incredibly difficult decision, in quotes. This was an incredibly difficult decision, but keeping our teams safe has always been our first priority. Chief Executive Scott Kirby and President Bret Hart. Bret Hart?
Bret the Hitman fucking Hart?
Wow. Get vaccinated or sharpshooted. Oh, wow. Told employees. The workers could save their jobs if they got vaccinated before their formal termination meetings, the company official said. United has received requests for vaccine exemptions from employees for religious and medical reasons. Those employees account for less than 3% of the airline's 67,000 US workforce, United officials say. The company had plans to put employees who received religious exemptions on temporary unpaid leave from the 2nd of October. Those plans, however, have been put on hold until the 15th of October because of a lawsuit challenging their policy. Like, come on now.
No. You lose your
Have
job.
a word with yourselves.
Oh, and a little comment here from Tim. Hi, Tim. My state is going to have a school bus driver shortage due to people not getting vaccinated.
Well, Tim could probably step in and take them to school in his melting truck.
Nah, he doesn't want kids in there. Eating all the damn ingredients. arm deep in the guacamole. Like, no. You don't want them in there.
But they'll turn up looking like the Simpsons because they're completely yellow.
Throwing the tortillas around like frisbees.
Oh, come on, Tim. It's your civil duty.
He said gross. But I'm really failing to see why people have this hesitancy when there's 1,000 things that they've already been vaccinated for that people won't let you in public with. Like you can't go to high school without your MMR. You just can't. They won't let you in. They say you need to go get vaccinated first because you're going to be around other kids, and if you get sick, there's reasons for all this, and all this shit has been. This isn't a new thing that you have to be vaccinated against certain things if you want to interact with other people. Even if I got promoted, I have to go get a booster for hepatitis, just in case I have to do mouth to mouth and save some. Easy, Wayne. Jesus.
I didn't say anything.
God.
I just shuffled in my chair, ready to
Laughy pants.
Yeah. So if you get a promotion, you've got to get a booster for hepatitis. So how are you going to get the promotion?
I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, come on, mate. It's an open goal. It's an open goal.
But like whenever you have any job where you work around people, you have to be vaccinated against certain things. Like let's just say that these same motherfuckers who I know have never left the country want to go to Africa. There is a laundry list of things you have to get inoculated against before you go over there.
Or South America.
Yeah.
There were certain places like Brazil. You have to have your yellow fever and all that shit, didn't you?
Yep. And then for Africa, there's like you have to get gravy shots and dengue, malaria pills that you have to take while you're going there. And no one's just like, oh, well, that's just my rights though. But what about my rights? No, it's not about your fucking rights, idiot. The germs and the viruses, they don't know what your rights are. They just know that you are a yummy, yummy body to be consumed and multiplied inside of. That's all they know.
And if Mikey wants to get promoted,
here we go. I don't know how they do things in the UK, but around here, we just give people shots. I don't know if they just like take a handful of the virus and shove it up your arse like a fucking dairy cow.
Mikey be seeing his bus coming, he's like Naruto run like that off. Top speed.
Look at this. Unbelievable. Mid-roll?
You can be Brenner this week.
No, you can be Brenner.
I've done Brenner. That sounded bad. That sounded bad.
Oh, there you go.
No, Brenner done Brenner last week. Right. In that case, let's do this properly. Oh, not you. Fuck you. Ugly prick.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
No, I need to switch me. You do it.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. Hello, everyone who is watching the Bin Podcast. It's me and Mikey, the newly married Mikey, the loser of the opinion, and myself, the Wayne-maker. We are here. We are producing content for you guys.
We are gathered here today.
we are gathered here today to produce content for your entertainment and your delectation, and we would like if you could kindly donate a couple of quid, just a few little morsels of your income to us to help us produce more content like that. If you can't do that, you're not in a position to do that, please just share and promote our content as best you can, because we do this as a labour of love, but we would like to try and make this a proper job instead of us coming on here chatting crap and not getting anything from it. But no, if you could please just subscribe to us on the Twitch, on the Twitters, on the Facebooks, on the YouTubes, and if you go to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast, and you can sign up to any level of tier membership there. And what we do is we promise that we will find the most embarrassing footage of us and stick it on whatever tier level you want to subscribe to and embarrass ourselves, because that's what we do. But most importantly, if you go to patreon.com/TheBinPodcast, go to the $5 a month level, you can watch Drunk Brenner, which is probably the best footage that we have ever produced, because Drunk Brenner is best Brenner.
It's Omega Brenner.
Oh, 100%. It's like, right, so Brenner is our Phoenix anyway.
Yes.
But get her drunk, she becomes Dark Phoenix.
Correct.
Right, and you need to see that. Also, we will be recording more and more content on our own little bits that we do. Mikey, as he's already stated, has said he's got a lovely little GoPro. Jartan has got his GoPro. I will just film myself being a tit. And Brenner, hashtag drone pilot, hashtag curler. And if you don't know what curling is, you need to hit her up on that. We'll produce as much content as you would like. Because at the end of the day, we want to get paid for talking crap on the internet. You know what I mean? Mikey, do you concur?
Is that such a big ask? We just want to be idiots for cash.
Yeah.
That's all.
Look, if Hassan Piker can do it.
Everyone's got dreams. I just want to be dumb on the internet for money.
Exactly. Just dunk your money on us. Yeah, so that's the patreon.com/TheBinPodcast. Please, whatever you can, just come at us. We're trying our best. We're just a bunch of mates that came together to produce a show, and we're still doing this a year and a half on. Could you fucking believe that, Mikey?
We're on number 85.
Wow.
85.
85 episodes, you lucky bastards. And if you ain't paid for it, fucking give us some money.
No, the 85, but the first 50 are just utter trash. Just so bad.
Oh. Do you remember watching back? Or was it last Christmas when we watched episode 1? I'm sitting there just watching like
Mortified.
Sky News with like earpods in and just like badly lit.
My layout looked 1000% crazy. It was the weirdest, ugliest thing I've ever seen, and I was just like, my chroma key's off. It looks weird. Our audio sucks.
And I'm still in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, also, there is new merch on the way, soon to be revealed.
Yeah, I need a new hat. I sweated through this one.
Yeah, there's a lot more new merch coming, Mikey. I've been pulling some strings.
Ooh, and I also might have found us a sponsor.
Okay.
A proper sponsor.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Well, that'll be in Bin Podcast meetings to come. But and for all of you guys who are listening, hi. You should really check us out on Thursdays if you can for the live feed, and then Friday nights for the rebroadcast for YouTube. Welcome, and give us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcatcher. I'm sure they have some way of rating the show, and if you give us that 5 stars or whatever that highest joint is, it will get us in front of new eyeballs and ears, and that always helps out the show. That's another way you can help the show for free. But if
Mikey,
you do leave a comment, just make sure you don't curse in it, or else they won't post it.
Mikey, I've just got an email about our sponsorship from a Mr. David Duke.
Oh, what do you say? Tell me it's a yes. I need a yes right now.
He said, we're intrigued to sponsor your show. Please tell us about your content.
See if you can wire us the money first, and then we'll tell them.
Oh, hang on. I've also got another one from Onfufu Abelewa.
Oh yeah, he's good people. He's good people. He's a prince.
Yeah. Apparently, if we send him our bank details and sort code,
right,
he'll wire us the money first to create a relation, and then he will send us $2 million.
Nice.
All right, Mikey, can you email me your stuff and I'll send it over now?
It's already been sent. Just check it.
Okay, cool.
It might be in the spam folder.
Oh, okay. Fair dues. Oh, shit.
Okay. So what's up, chat? You guys got anything for us? Because I'm still on vacay mode. As you can see, I'm a couple of shades darker. I got my hair braided, so I'm just in chill mode right now.
You look the same to me, Mikey.
Well, that's because I don't know.
I see you every week.
I'm a bit darker, but I think the camera's actually making me look brown as opposed to gray. That's how you can tell.
Yeah. So have you still got your tan lines like my ones?
Not really.
Look at that bad boy.
A
Look.
little bit. I have
It's basically autumn over here, and I've still got this sick tan line.
and I was worried about like being shirtless at the pool and on the beach and stuff like that. And then I saw all the other people, and I was like, "Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine."
Did you wear a shirt in the pool?
In the pool, no.
Okay.
I did in the cave though. I was like, there might be leeches in here.
So how many entered and how many left?
How many what?
How many entered the cave and how many left?
Me and my wife went in and out, and that's all I cared about. Everybody else is on their
Whoa!
fucking own. Everyone else is on their own. Good luck. I hope the bats don't steal you.
Never mind, everyone.
Oh, and we saw iguanas. Did you know they eat iguanas on Rotan?
What?
They eat iguanas.
Oh, it's just lizard, isn't it?
Yeah. They have iguana farms for eating.
Yeah, well, that's just weird.
I was like trying to find somewhere that was serving them because I would definitely would have ate an iguana. Like a little iguana tacos.
Right. I'm trying. What other reptile is like regularly eaten?
Alligator.
Really?
Yeah. Have it in the
nah. Well.
Well, that's where the alligators are also. So.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, did you see that geezer with a wheelie bin? Oh, mate. There's a geezer with a wheelie bin and an alligator on his property, and he basically fights off the alligator with a wheelie bin, scoops it up into the wheelie bin, and then just like lifts it up and puts a lid down. Oh, I've got someone in chat send a link to that, please.
Hi Marie, how are you?
But it's hilarious. He's basically having a duel with an alligator and a wheelie bin. It's fucking hilarious. I can't believe you didn't see it. Of all people.
I haven't watched anything. I've been watching a lot of movies. We did and since we got a little bit of time here, we're left on the end. Have you been watching the What If series on Disney Plus?
Of course.
Spoiler alert, everybody. I apologize. We're going to talk What If for about 15. Let me get do we have a spoiler alert banner?
No, that's kind of what I did.
No, let me see if I was going to see if we have a banner. No, I didn't make one. Oh, well.
Oh, by the way, the zombie one really pissed me off. I thought it was going to be a part 2.
That one was kind of weak to me. What was your favorite?
Do you know what? I would probably say the zombie one because I thought that there was going to be. No. Doctor Strange.
That one was good.
Yeah.
That one was good. And it was kind of. It was really, really dark.
It was dark. It was dark as fuck.
It was darker than I thought it was going to be. Especially because I was like, oh my god, he has just watched her die like 30 fucking times. Like by time 5, I would have just been practiced.
Yeah.
I would have just been.
And he's been told that this is a permanent thing. You cannot do anything. But his ego said, no, I can change this. And no matter what he did, she always died. And he just kept getting told, you can't change it. You can't change it, son.
I'm gonna put a kettle on. I'm gonna put a kettle on before you do something irresponsible, or whatever he said. Wong said.
Yeah. He could have kept her at home, and the house would have blown up.
Right. And then like a fucking guy walked in with a gun at the pizza shop. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, that was but the zombie one, because I like the premise of it, the fact that again, spoiler alert, the fact that the virus came from the quantum realm, and that one scene where what's her chops jumped at Bruce Banner, and the Hulk finally came out to protect him, but it was just his one arm.
Right.
Like, Can't get through this. Boom. And he's like, thanks for the save, big guy. I was like, that's some proper nuanced shit. That's some proper writing right there.
Or the Killmonger one was really good, and so was the T'Challa one.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think the Killmonger one was kind of like how do I explain it?
Killmonger is a son of a bitch.
Yeah, it was just basically he's out for himself at all times.
Over and over. I'm like, oh my God,
Even,
do not fall for that. Oh no, you better not fall for that. Oh, and now you're falling for that.
He's like, I sorted you out, son. I sorted you out. You can help me out.
Nah, he must have a remote way of turning them on. I'm like, bro, it's him. It's clearly his ass. If y'all don't fuck Michael B. Jordan up.
But do you know what, the T'Challa stuff I found quite heartbreaking because you could tell from the voice that it was a laboured job.
Yeah, because I think they recorded all that stuff like right after the movies.
Yeah, and it was a very post Endgame production.
Oh wait, real quick about Endgame. So I was on a kick for fucking Marvel. So I made her watch. We watched Infinity War because we couldn't really exactly remember what happened because it had been so long since we watched it, and then we rewatched Endgame. You know when they were trying to like kidnap Vision and get the stone from him?
Yeah.
When him and Scarlet Witch are fighting, they're using like magic. There's like blue and red fireballs and shit. And then here comes weak ass fucking Black Widow, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to go all Taekwondo. I was like, man, if you don't magic blast that fucking useless ass character the fuck out the way, at least Cap's got some fucking super strength.
Right. No, see, for me, Vision was the most underplayed character. Right. So he's got the Mind Stone.
Yep.
He can phase through things. He can use the Mind Stone to as a fucking welding torch and cut through shit. Yet Thanos can grab him and pull the Mind Stone out of his head. Bullshit.
Laser his arm.
Bullshit.
Laser his arm off.
No, just phase. Just phase.
Yeah.
Can't fucking grab that, can ya?
Just fall right through his fingertips.
Just what are you doing?
Use your powers that you have.
Yeah, well, even look at Wonder Vision when White Vision is fighting the Wonder Vision.
Yeah.
Right? They're both phasing, like going into the ground, pulling him down and saying, no, you stay in. He's like, no, I'll just phase out, fuck it. Right? You've got Thanos, yeah, he's got a big fucking hand, but just phase through the cunt. Fuck him.
There was a lot of little stuff that I was just like, why are you doing that? Like, and then like eventually like they end up cutting off Thanos' arm, and I'm like, why didn't you just do that in the first place? Why are you trying to take the gauntlet off? Take the arm off and just fucking boogie. Yeah. The one of Thanos' little henchmen, the dude with the big fucking hammer that was fucking up Tony Stark and all that.
Yeah.
That big motherfucker. And then they cut his arm off. Wong cut his arm off with the portal thing.
Yep.
You're not the fucking Thanos, Doctor Strange. You're fucking standing right fucking there.
Yep.
You're right fucking there. Cut his arm off.
Yeah. Before you do this, son. Oh, your arm's just falling on the floor.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Put his arm in a fucking Arctic fucking tundra. Go get that then. Go fetch.
Damn us applying logic to fantasy.
Oh, I'm like, cut his fucking arm off. Easy done. And then they got everybody fucking like holding this arm down. They got this one, and they're just like pulling these. And then I forgot that Star-Lord fucked up the whole fucking Earth or the whole fucking universe. Star-Lord is the reason that the snap even happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had it off. They were going to get it off, even though they could have just cut his arm off right there.
Yeah,
but yeah.
It's just absolute bollocks. If you've got the ability to do these, the swordy thing. He did the swordy thing. Okay, Peter Parker, you fucking melt.
Fucking do one of these.
Right.
And then do one of these. Right. And then his arms off.
Also, is a point, another plot flaw. So Peter Parker has got the Infinity Gauntlet, and he starts swinging from what?
Oh, that's always a Spider-Man thing. From the clouds, obviously.
bullshit.
He just shoots it straight up into the air, and then it just stops on the dome that encases the flat Earth. I guess I don't know what he's fucking.
Yeah, and the thing is, if he's shooting it at an angle, right? So let's use my microphone as an example, right? So he shoots it at an angle here. He's then got a swing here, which means his feet will still be on the floor.
Unless he can retract his web. I don't know. I give up.
Look at us, plot flaws everywhere.
But I still will take Marvel movies over DC any day.
Oh, DC is dog shit, right? The Dark Knight is the only thing that they have ever done that's good.
Is that the one with Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger, yeah. That's the only film that they've done that's good.
What's the first one? Oh, Batman Begins.
Yeah, which is shit.
It was okay.
Shit. No, oh come on. Liam Neeson couldn't even save that film.
I hate Liam Neeson.
You what?
Well, after he had that fucking interview when he's talking about, I grabbed a pipe and was looking for the nearest black dude. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, but he's got a certain set of skills, man.
Yeah, try them certain set of skills outside the fucking movie set. Get your little ass tuned up. Fucking look. You looking for problems, big boy? Qui-Gon Jinn? Get your Qui-Gon.
He's 6'7". I'll be like,
yeah, and he's 800 years old. So let's go. I'll roll the dice. I think I can take.
Mikey,
hey, Liam Neeson, I think I can take you.
Mikey, talk amongst yourself for 2 seconds. I need to run upstairs quick.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna end the show.
Okay, let's do that.
Do that. Hey, Dave, what's up? You came right at the end. This has been episode 85 of the Bin Podcast, entitled "Backstreets Back."
All right.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next week.